So welcome everybody. I'm here with Michelle and we're going to do another one of our sessions to meet some local business owners. So hi, thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
So for those people that are watching that don't know anything about you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Michelle and my business is called the Rewilding, and we really focus on like human rewilding. So looking at the environmental concept of rewilding, where you leave things to go to like their natural untamed state and kind of applying that to the human. So we do that through different events and retreats and workshops out at our space in Cochrane, which is based just about 10 minutes south of Lancaster. So we have accommodation and an event space. And then we also private hire the space as well for people who want to bring their communities together, either from the area or, you know, from around the UK.
Fantastic. So how long have you been in business?
So pretty much like almost this time last year. So I just started to get going, get a bit of traction, and then obviously the pandemic hit. But as much as, you know, it's been a tough year, it's been, you know, I know what we're offering is going to be really valuable for people coming out of the pandemic to meet up with their communities or with other people and get out in nature, because we know that that's been the thing that's kind of kept people sane throughout the year, really.
Absolutely. I think more people are really starting to realise and appreciate just
Yeah.
where they live and what's around them, aren't they now? I think that's it's I suppose if you've got anything to thank it for in a weird way, that might be one of those things, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I think for us in our area, living where we do live, we're so lucky. And I think it's really opened up our eyes to what we have got on our, you know, on our coastline. And, you know, we can see the view out to the Lake Districts. It's awesome. So we're very lucky.
Yeah. So, okay, so Michelle, tell us, for people that have got no idea what rewilding is. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm focusing on the concept of human rewilding. So really kind of like just taking things back to basics, you know, getting rid of the phone, connecting with nature and connecting with one another. So we do that through different experiences. So looking at like heritage crafts like willow making, so things that you can take from nature, and then also having like meetups with people around a fire, you know, using food and local produce that's been grown in the area, and understanding that food story as well, you know, just kind of like going back in time a little bit and removing the fast-paced lifestyles that we live. So really slowing down and being intentional and having meaningful experiences with nature and with one another.
Sounds a lot, you know, in terms of reconnection now, real kind of
Yeah,
idea around reconnecting and grounding as well.
yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely.
So what made you kind of get into this? Why are you so passionate?
Yeah, so I moved back to the area. I grew up in the area. I'm from a farming family, and I left at 18 to kind of go off. I lived in different cities around the world, and I thought I would never come back to the area. But you know, you got that call home, and I was, you know, so wrong about those preconceptions. But I think all of those life experiences that you have, kind of what's brought me back to start this. So it's taken from the different experiences I've had in different cultures and facilitating events and with different communities, and bringing all of that together and tying it up, and really, you know, celebrating our location and where I'm from. I'm really proud of where I'm from. I'm really proud of being from a farming family. So, you know, sharing that with our local community and all the city folk who want to come and experience the UK and what we've got to offer.
So I hate to use the word normal, it's being overused at the moment, but in normal times,
Yeah.
someone could come and they could run their own retreat then on your premises potentially. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. And it doesn't have to be a retreat. And I think there's like that word retreat can sometimes like scream or like luxury. And it's not necessarily that. It could be kind of an extended experience, or it could be anything. I want, you know, what I'm trying to create here is a place of experimentation where people can bring their communities together. It's inclusive, you know, it's not something where it's all just, you know, yoga and everybody, you know, sitting down cross legs. It's not that at all. It can be anything really. And I want to welcome, you know, anyone who wants to bring their communities together or try something new. If, you know, they've got a new idea and they want to bring it to life, then this could be the place to try it.
So when you talk about they could come to you, so you've got the ability, you've got accommodation that people can stay
Yeah.
there then as well.
Yeah.
What size of group, Michelle, would someone be able to bring then to you there at the Rewilding?
So our accommodation, we've got 10 cottages, and collectively they can sleep up to 54 people. So, you know, it could be anything from a small group of 10 to a big group, you know, if you were doing like a corporate getaway and you wanted to bring different, you know, businesses together, or even just like families, or whatever, really. So the group sizes in the retreat space, like, for if you were going to have the mats down, you've got about 14 to 16 mats you could have down, but the room can be expanded out. And, you know, if you were going to do more conference style stuff, I say up to like 50 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I suppose for me, what goes through my mind is, you know, an art weekend or a crafting weekend, or you know, going out walking, or, you know, any kind of continued professional development. You've got people all around our area that are crying out for that secluded space where they can just come and switch off, and also run their business from within your business potentially then.
Absolutely. And I am always looking to partner with local businesses to, you know, be those facilitators, because I'm like the middleman, or the host, if you will. So like what I sort of I'm good at is bringing the space together in line with the theme of an organization, and making that really special and one of a kind. But I'm not the expert in, you know, I'm not a yoga teacher, or I'm not a breathwork instructor, or you know, I'm not the expert in all of those different things. So I really am looking to partner with local businesses
That's
to, you
amazing.
know, to use the space.
And if you had something on there that you were running as an event, someone could almost, like what we would call an open course. So you might put an event on, but there is just me coming on my own. I could join in with something that was already potentially happening then in the future.
What do you mean? Sorry.
So if I'm coming in and I'm thinking, right, well, actually, you know, you're hosting an event. It's not something where I'm bringing my community, but, you know, maybe you're running events in the future and I'm just one person on my own, but I could still come and join something.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's also, you know, what I really want to foster. So when we're doing like a supper club, I want people to be able to think, I can come on my own, because it's going to be inclusive, and I'm not going to sit there and think, oh, I can't talk to that person. I really want people to come and experience this location, and feel like they're part of, you know, a growing community where you can just show up on your own and you can learn something new, you can learn a skill, or, you know, you could also bring your own community as well if you wanted to do that.
So could people come for a day, for example, if somebody wanted to host something for a day, and they could come and use the facility to, I don't know, host a massive art class when we're able to get together, or whatever it might be, or use it as a base and explore that beautiful local area that you are right in the middle of, which is an incredible place, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I've got you know, there's a few people sort of, we've had to keep on rescheduling stuff because of coronavirus, but, you know, I've got a lady called Ginny, who's a local photographer, and she's coming to do a smartphone workshop. So it's a great spot because you can explore the land, you know, you can go down to the woodland, or you could go on the coastline and then bring it back to the room. And we've got like a combination of spaces, both indoor and outdoor, so you can kind of like mix it up, and you're not stuck in that kind of classroom all day long, if you will.
That's amazing. So, you know, in terms of what you want people to really remember about this interview, what are some of the key things that you want to get across?
I really want to get across that, you know, what we're creating here is like one of a kind experiences, you know, something that when you do come and you experience it, I want people to walk away feeling like, oh, wow, that was really worth my time. And I'm glad I came today, you know, like we are at the end of the road here, but I love the fact that we're right on the coastline. It's a rugged location. It's beautiful. It's probably a place where lots of people local haven't actually been here, because there's, you know, unless you were coming here, there's no reason why you would do, really. So yeah, to kind of like come with an open mind, and that there's something for everybody. You know, we do things from supper clubs to arts and crafts workshops to, you know, wellness focus, professional development. So yeah, it's really is something for everybody.
Brilliant. So somebody's watched this then, Michelle, and they want to get in contact with you. What kind of things have you got? Have you got social media platforms, website? What would you want to tell people in terms of the contact ways, you know, for them to get hold of you?
So I've got a website, which is therewilding.com, but it's the-rewilding.com. And then on Instagram and Facebook, it's at the Rewilding Community. And then my email address and my phone number is on there. And, you know, if anybody wants to pick up the phone and talk to me or anything like that, then I welcome that as well.
Well, that's brilliant. It's been absolutely lovely to meet you and to have a chat with you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time.
Oh, thanks so much, Ruth. I really appreciate that. Thank you.